In this episode of Film Stock Reviews, I'm reviewing episode 7 of Yellowstone's 5th season, titled The Dream Is Not Me. Now, this is a very, very interesting episode. The episode is an hour and a half long. It's really, really long. But we open up with a flashback with Rip, a young Rip, and he is fighting one of the cowboys, and he kind of beats him because he talked about Beth. He goes to get John, a younger John Dutton, who's played by Josh Lucas, and kind of says what happens, and then Rip is now in for, the branding that he got, of that, that little Yellowstone insignia because of what happened. So we find that this kind of culminates in a way where in a previous season or previous episode, Rip mentions that he did kill someone, but we don't know who, and we find out who that person is. Not only that, we find that the cattle could have some kind of disease, and they have to figure out a way to kind of manipulate and maneuver certain things so that the state doesn't get a hold of it, or one cattle doesn't test positive, and then they all kill the entire herd. John Dutton calls around just to get leases for land and out to pasture, big open, valleys and everything. And Beth finds a website, and we see that it's the 4 Sixes Ranch in Texas. And the whole aspect, and I feel like the precursor of how we get to the 4 Sixes Ranch, the other spinoff that's happening, is by this story. They go down south because they have to, keep their cattle alive for so long. And Beth kind of in a way says, we need it'll be 1.4 million a year. And John's like, no, it'll be 1.4 million a month. And Beth and John go back and forth about what to do and everything. And it's interesting because Beth is like, I'm the businessman in this. You're a rancher. And it's great because Beth doesn't say that she's a businesswoman, but a businessman. So we understand the factor of that. Now, Jamie, listen, if he just stops what he's doing and he can actually figure out shit of what he can do and figure out, between him and Atwood, it's ridiculous. And the reason I say this is because Sarah is just manipulating him. There are certain things that are just annoying, and Jamie's like, yeah, I can take down, John Dutton, I can do this. And then she's like, well, tell me you want my help. And Jamie's like, yeah, I want your help. She kind of manipulates him in everything in every way, and it's just absolutely crazy and really annoying. 5 seasons into this show, and the most annoying character still is Jamie Dutton. Wes Bentley does a fantastic job playing this role, but it's so well done that you love to hate him. So he moves to impeach John Dutton for certain reasons of putting the land in a conservatory and trying to, save it in a way. So it's going to be interesting to see. Now, this is episode 7 of Yellowstone's 5th season, as I stated at the beginning of this review. Episode 8 is the mid-season finale. There are 14 episodes in this 5th season. So I'm curious to see how the progression goes and what's going to happen and what the time jump is. And the entire ranch go to the fair, just to have that one last hurrah after they all go on to this long journey, and everyone's leaving for close to a year. So kind of you can tell that it's going to be close to a year until everyone comes back. So that time jump in the show might be 1 year, but we will see what happens. Summer asks John, are you going to run for a second term? And he's like, absolutely zero. So we know the process of what's going to happen with that. What's the process of what's going to happen with Jamie? Is the impeachment going to happen? And when Beth finds out, holy shit, hold on to your butts, because it's going to be a bumpy ride when she gets a hold of Jamie once again. She is the Spitfire in this, and after seeing 1883, how that was, and how 1923 has started, and how the women of the Dutton family are just so, just so powerful. It's just absolutely amazing. Taylor Sheridan, the creator of these shows, knows how to write women characters, and it's absolutely mind-blowing. I can't wait to see Beth and Sarah Atwood go at it, because it's going to be fun, and holy shit, something's big's going to happen in this season, but we don't know what it is yet, and a lot of things are in store, and I absolutely can't wait. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought about episode 5 of Yellowstone's 5th season, titled The Dream Is Not Me. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? What did you think about this whole aspect and story of them having to push the cattle down south for certain purposes? Do you like how they're slowly introducing the 4 Sixes Ranch in Texas? How do you think that will play a role into it? And do you think Jamie will succeed in impeaching John Dutton? And what other thing do you see happening in this 14 total episode season? Let me know in the comment section below about all the questions I just asked. And I'll see you all in the next review video. And be sure you tune in to my episode 8 review of Yellowstone Season 5.